So my name is Zeeshan and I'm a PhD researcher here in Doctoral University, living in Pore, and I'm a part of GPT-Lab. Yes, that's it. So basically my research topic is about multi-agent programming. So what we do is we mostly automate the various aspects of software engineering, such as software development lifecycle. So we automate by utilizing autonomous AI agents, automate the software development lifecycle to automate the qualitative data analysis process, and similarly other approaches as well. Data quality is of course a very important aspect of in autonomous agents, because usually what autonomous agents do is they will observe from the data, they will learn from the data, and based on the data they will make a decision. So of course, if the data quality is not very reliable, it will definitely affect on the performance of the autonomous agent. So data quality is one of the most important aspects that must be we have a good data set, because it depends at what kind of agents that you are training.
Okay.
You are working with it. Maybe sometimes you are developing agents for the context and for generation, some agents for code generation, etc. So data set is totally depend on what is your topic, what you are actually working on it. And of course, there are many ethical concerns that are associated with autonomous agent, but I must say there are two. One is about the privacy, uh, which is the most important, because of course for to train your AI agents you need data set. So sometimes you have to use the people personal data, so which is not that good. And of course nowadays, like the second concern is that autonomous agents can be used for some illegal activities as well. So because they provide suggestions, and then you can ask anything and they will give you answer of any question that you ask, which is no matter it's legal or illegal. So that's also a one concern. So yeah, these are the main two concerns, but of course there are other many as well. Yes, there are many, like in terms of safety, in terms of transparency, I guess, and in terms of like, of course, people, because because of these agents, many people lose their job as well. So they will see this job losing job opportunity as well. So these are the main yes concern, because for instance, that as I mentioned earlier, that we recently published a paper that been accepted in XP, and the paper was about to automate the software development life cycle. So you see, like in future many people will lose their job because of these autonomous agents.
Okay.
So yes, that's the concern that's come to my mind, but of course there may be other concern as well. Yes, I think yes, because I have such experience. Like for instance, if you are familiar with ChatGPT stuff, then it's ChatGPT. Of course, it's a one type of AI model, so large language model. So if we can take example of ChatGPT, uh, when they generate a output for you, and you reward them in terms of, wow, that's great, thank you very much, such kind of. Yes, its impact, and it's not my observation, but actually there are 2 or 3 papers that they prove that if you reward the autonomy this AI agents, the response will be better. Well, it's basically depend on the what's goal you have. If I speak generally, so it like for instance, first and the most important thing, as we discussed, data set. you must have to have a good data set. It's a very initial step, and the very yeah, so it's have a huge impact on the performance. And the another side is, of course, you can use, if you don't have access to dataset, you can definitely use API keys to generate such agents, and you can of course utilize this pre-trained model to generate autonomous agents. But yeah, so these are the first step. Then of course implementation, yeah, developing algorithm for these AI agents, where you can utilize where you train your data for AI agents that can learn from the data set, and they can observe the data, and based on the given data, he can make decisions. He has a decision power. So yes, these are the some general steps: the data set and implementation, developing algorithm, and then testing your system. Like these are the basic steps there. Well, it's again, I must say, it depend, like what kind of work you want from the autonomous agents. Like for example, if you train your model, if you autonomous agent only for code generations, so you can human evolve and MBPL, like these are the benchmark. And there are many other matrices as well that you can use to evaluate, monitor the performance of agents. For contents generation, there are existence real-time monitoring system that can help you to monitor and evaluate the performance. So yeah, it's depend like what kind of work you are taking from the AI agents, and then yes. Actually, no, it's not predefined that you have to tune something. As I mentioned, that it depends that what kind of stuff you are actually evaluating. So, with my experience, like I work with human eval and MVP, like these are the benchmark. So of course, it's these are the yeah. In that case, yes, it's predefined parameters and predefined data set, I must say. Okay. They have. So when you compare, they will compare with the predefined data set of your results, and then they will evaluate, okay, it's good, bad, not bad, very good, excellent, so on. Yeah, so as a PhD, of course, my so far, like I published 4 or 5 papers, and all about these autonomous AI agents. And like if I can share one example that most recent is accepted, is about automation of this software development lifecycle, where we utilize 12 autonomous agents, and they start from requirement engineering to deployment phase. Like these are requirement engineering, designing and coding, and testing and deployment. So these are the agents that work together to automate all the process from requirement to deployment, all the process. So yeah, it was a large project, and we utilized autonomous agent, and the performance was good. Yes.